Hello, everyone, and welcome to SCHMETZ Snippet for November 2023. As you come on board, please tell me where you're coming from, what city, state, or country you're visiting us from. Also, as you come on board, tell me what your favorite SCHMETZ needle type and size is. We're always really curious to see that. So again, my name is Rhonda Pierce. I'm coming to you live from International Quilt Festival in Houston, Texas. And wowza, do I have some exciting guests for you here today. And I hope you've noticed on Facebook and Instagram that I do have a really marvelous giveaway worth probably about $500. So in order to win that, you're going to have to put something in the chat. Answer what SCHMETZ needle type is your favorite. If you want to add the size, that's great too. I see people are starting to show up now. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and also we're on our SCHMETZneedles.com video page. So welcome to everyone. Last month, our October winner was Veronica Redmond from Fredericksburg, Virginia. She received all of those awesome gifts. And Veronica said, wow, she just finished making her first quilt. How do you like that? And the SCHMETZ Snippet Live for October was her first webinar. So she joked that she needed to play the lottery that day. So I didn't hear that she won the lottery, but wow, did she hit a lot of luck with all those SCHMETZ goodies. So again, as you come on board, tell me what your favorite SCHMETZ needle is. So I have a wonderful lineup for you today. Each guest will be here for about 5 to 7 minutes. They're from across the country and the UK and maybe some other places too that I'm not even aware of. So I wanted you to give them a big warm welcome. I can see some of your comments as they come in. And if you've got questions, go ahead and put that in the chat. Maybe or maybe not, we'll be able to answer it. So wait, one more thing. Also, the holidays are coming up, so I want you to be on the lookout for a special email from SCHMETZ Needles. It'll probably come out in about the next 10 days, and it will be our holiday special. So again, that will not be part of our newsletter, but it'll be a targeted email. So we want you to be the first to find out about that holiday giveaway. Some of you know that we've been doing blue bag specials, and I do have the little samples right here of the blue bags. You can go to SCHMETZneedles.com and you can find these special little bundles. We have the hem stitch bundle, and then we have some really specialty needles that maybe sometimes you don't always find in your local store. So this little bundle here, just as a reminder, we've got the double eye needle. How many of you have used the double eye needle? Yeah, everyone's always intrigued about that. We have the quick threading needle, we have the leather needle, and then we have the super nonstick, assorted sizes of the universal super nonstick in the vinyl packaging. So, gift season's coming up, and I want you to be prepared for yourself and also for your sewing friends. So let's bring on our first guest here this morning. This is Martha Seelman from SAQA.
That's right.
Studio Arts Quilt Associates. So let me turn it over to Martha. SCHMETZ Needles been sponsoring your textile talks, and I always put that right here in the newsletter. So really excited that we have a variety of people that like to do a variety of quilting and sewing. So tell us a little bit about what your organization has. And oh my, Martha has a new book.
Yes, I do. So this is Stitch Journeys with Birds. It was just published by Schiffer Publishing, and it has over 500 beautiful images of quilts and other types of fiber art, all of them inspired by birds. Thanks, Rhonda.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm super excited about it because It's involving artists from all around the world, 28 different countries, and everybody loves birds,
Yes.
and everybody loves stitching, and that's why having SCHMETZ be part of our community is such a wonderful thing.
Fantastic. Well, all these beautiful quilts that your artist members make, they definitely need a needle.
That's right.
You can't sew or quilt
No.
without the SCHMETZ needle. Martha, do you have a favorite SCHMETZ needle by chance?
I would love to have that super non-stick
Yes.
packet, because since Studio Art Quilt Associates is all about pushing how far you can take the art made with fabric and thread, I use a lot of really non-traditional materials,
Okay.
plastics and fusibles and paper. And so having a non-stick needle is the great solution, because I don't have to worry that it's going to gum up as I'm trying to stitch through all those different things. It's a brilliant idea. And that definitely is my idea of heaven.
And the super nonstick needle also has this reinforced blade. So when you're going through all those different textures and mediums, you have
not going to break.
A little bit more reinforcement. So talk to us a little bit about who SAQA is and what your mission is.
Sure. I'm the executive director, and Studio Art Quilt Associates, SAQA, is a membership organization. We have about 4,300 artists around the world who are all passionate about making art quilts and using needles. And we offer our members a conference, a beautiful quarterly journal, lots of educational webinars and seminars. We have an annual conference. We love to bring everybody together as a network of others who are passionate about making art using fabric and thread. Right here in Houston at the International Quilt Festival, we have a really special exhibition, and this is the catalog for it. So it's called Color in Context Red, and it's showcasing a variety of different kinds of art that can be made that features the color red. Some of it is lighthearted. Some of it is very powerful, referencing religion and the importance of red in a lot of symbols that are part of our world. Some of the pieces from members who live in Eastern countries talk about red as a color for weddings. So red has all kinds of different meanings, and it's a great exhibition. It's down on the show floor. I hope that if you're at the International Quilt Festival right now, you'll come by our booth. It's all the way down in row A in the quilt area. And we'd love to see you. We'd love to show you my new book and also the catalog for the exhibition, and talk to you about maybe this is something you would like to do with your life, is to use your creativity to create art in fabric and thread.
Fantastic. And what's your website?
SAQA.com. And we have around 4,000 art quilts on the website. So please come and just immerse yourself in all of the beautiful quilts that our members make.
And I see Clovis says she would love to see the exhibit.
Great.
I haven't had a chance yet to look at it, but I'm telling you, I'm making a beeline to your exhibit. So again, Martha, thank you so much. Congratulations on this beautiful book. The cover is exquisite. And let's show the color red again. So check these books out. And of course, you can go to SAQA.com for more information. And Martha would love to meet you on the show floor at International Quilt Festival.
Absolutely.
So thanks for coming by.
Rhonda.
Okay, we'll see you later. Isn't that amazing? How many of you are going to be here in Houston? Yeah, tonight is preview night. So Michelle, are you going to be next?
I am.
Fantastic. Okay, so welcome everybody. This is Michelle from, it's almost a trick question.
Okay. And I feel
Aliso.
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 And I feel
Aliso.
bad telling people, but
No, don't, because
I feel like I can tell you because I've
yes,
known
of
you
course.
for so long.
Okay, so Michelle, you're going to look right here at this little pink tab to
Okay,
talk to our
okay.
wonderful friends.
Great.
All right. So, how many of you have this wonderful iron? And you know what? I have the original version of
I
that.
do too.
Yes,
Yes,
and it's
yes.
still working. I
Mine
still
too.
love it.
I iron my clothes on my bed with it.
Oh,
I shouldn't probably tell people that, right?
that's okay. But what do you have here today?
This is a brand new iron. So I'd like to introduce to everybody the M3 Pro.
Okay, show it a little bit closer.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have it in 3 beautiful colors, which I'll be showing you. This is the pistachio.
Isn't that wonderful? I love this color.
Okay.
Pistachio seems to be a really popular color. It's making me a little hungry right now. I could use a snack.
And this is the aqua. Okay.
Fun.
And then we have the coral. Okay, and this one's plugged in, so be careful.
We've got a hot iron here.
We do. So this is the turn on button, which our old one, M2 Pro.
Right here.
Yep. Did not have that before. But look what happens when you press that button. You have an LED Pro light.
Oh, a light.
Right?
Awesome.
Yes. Be careful, it's hot.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me just get it up a little bit closer. So right here is the turn on button. And then and here is the light.
The Pro light.
Let me see. Oh, there you can see it.
Isn't that
very
amazing?
handy.
Yeah. So we also did a few. I'll show you on this one, and then I'm going to show you the steam if we can.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So we elongated the handle and widened it so you can use it easier.
Okay.
It's ergonomic. We took the dial and we raised it up a little bit so
much
people
easier.
could grab it easier. Here is also the
the
water
tank.
well, and here's the water well window.
Okay.
But I think the biggest improvement besides the light, we moved the cord to the side, okay, and it sits nicely on its heel now, nice and safe. But the beauty of this, it has a 30-minute auto shut off now when you sit it on its heel. And then when you put it flat on its Pro mat, okay, it has a 10-minute auto shut off.
Oh, really?
And then if your cat knocks it off, or maybe if your bunny knocks it off, it has a 30-second auto safety shut off.
Sweet.
So still 8-foot cord.
Because we all have experiences with hot irons.
So I'm going to try to show you the steam.
Do you need?
No, I'm going to put it this way so I don't hurt you.
Okay.
And we're going to scoot next to each other.
Here, let me kind of step away.
So when these lights go on, when you have it in the red zone here, and these lights go on, let me see. Oh,
okay.
Let's get it going. Ready?
Oh, wow. Powerful. Is that a hot or a cool steam?
It's a hot steam.
Okay.
Well, it's not too hot. It's actually the other day someone was giving themselves a facial and I was like, not on my time, not on my watch. I don't want anyone getting hurt. And then we also have a lot of other pressing gear products. And these are the little felt bags that you can decorate yourself. And that fits the mini iron. And we have it for the big iron as well. Here's one that Sandrosa did with the beautiful fish.
Oh, it's so lightweight.
Yeah. This was
that
was Ingrid. This is Maud, the modern quilter.
Fun.
She made this one because it has a mushroom on the back. And Kelly Maid Krantz, one of our designers, made this one.
Cute.
And look at the tail. Turn it around. It's so
cute. Every little bunny should be studded with crystals.
Yeah. So if any of your viewers are watching our at festival, please stop by and see us. We're at booth 323, and my friend Amy Berrickman will be there, and we'll have all of our products.
Awesome.
We'll be able to show.
And where do they get more? What's your website, or where do they get? And where did you buy these?
Oliso.com.
Okay.
Our Facebook and Instagram. Our Instagram is OLISO Home at Aliso at Home.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not really big on using an iron, but you can't escape it. And wow, these are so cute that I really do want to iron now or press.
Well, and the mini, I have to say, I have kind of transitioned into mostly using my mini now, especially the new ones.
And do you have a favorite SCHMETZ needle?
Well, I have a couple.
Oh,
I was going to be, play a trick on you and say all of them, but
you are quite creative. You do a lot of different designs, and
I have to say the jeans
Okay.
is one of my favorites, or the 12 quilting and piecing. needle.
Okay.
So,
Fantastic.
they're all wonderful. Come on. Let's just know
Gotcha.
it. Okay.
Well, thanks for joining me here
you're so
today,
welcome.
and I
Thank you
look
for
forward
having
to
me.
seeing you on the show floor
Oh,
at
that will
Quilt
be wonderful.
Festival.
And
Yes.
see you all. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
And watching. Okay.
Okay. So, who's our next guest going to be? Liz. Oh my goodness, Liz.
Hello.
This is Liz. Oh my gosh. I was going to say Sewell, but
Sewell.
Sewell.
Sewell. No, it's now
She's
from
married.
Sewell
Okay.
to Holcomb.
And she's only been married for 10 years, but I still call her original.
Still catching up, aren't we?
Yes.
Still catching
So
up.
Liz and I have known each other for quite some time.
I don't want to think about how long.
And Liz is actually from the UK, and I used to work with international customers for Quilters Resource in the Chicago area. We were a distributor, and Liz was one of my favorite customers. I even visited you a few times.
You did.
Flying into Heathrow and then making my way to Birmingham. But, life has changed. We've got new opportunities. So tell us what you're doing, Liz.
Yeah, so at that time, I was working with my family business that my parents set up, and my brothers, Nick and David, still run, which is the Cotton Patch in Birmingham.
The Cotton Patch in Birmingham. Yes, I remember that was such a lovely
That's right.
store. Yes.
So in 2017, my husband Pete and I set up a separate company, and we sell long arms. So the Handy Quilter long arms, and that's what we specialize in. We have the largest showroom and demonstration area in Europe. We're about an hour away from Birmingham, very close to Stratford-upon-Avon, actually, in the Cotswolds. So it's a beautiful part of the country.
Oh, yes. And I remember traveling through the Cotswolds.
Oh,
yes. So beautiful.
Absolutely. So with all of that experience from running the shop for so long, I was able to bring that to our quilting customers. And we just love working with Handy Quilter as well. And that's why we're here at Quilt Market, to see what the new products are, and to learn a few things too.
Absolutely.
So I've been taking some classes.
And are you taking classes here at Festival too?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, we've done some long arm classes as well, and just learning about, it's about teaching. I'm learning more about, teaching other people too.
Yes.
Not just the techniques.
And what's the biggest inspiration for you from the wholesale market to Quilt Festival that's open to the public? Is there something that really stands out for you that?
I think in lots of ways, it's a surprising thing, but actually learning some of the techniques for drawing techniques that I was learning yesterday with Sue Hines.
Okay.
She's a Handy Quilter ambassador. I did a whole half a day of drawing. And you think, well, drawing, how is that going to work? But actually, every single quilter really needs to know that if they can't draw it, they're never really going to be able to sew it. So practicing drawing and getting into that whole thing about drawing is very, very important. So
now,
that's my biggest takeaway.
The UK has a big quilting show.
It does.
The Quilt Festival. Yes. And I did the Birmingham show many different times in conjunction with the Cotton Patch. That was in Birmingham. But I haven't made it to Quilt Festival.
Well, it's
Festival of Quilts. Yes. Yeah. What month is that?
So that's in August.
And you'll have a booth there.
Yeah, we have a booth. We also have machines set up so people can come along and do some training as well. So we have the long arm set up so that people can, find out about the long arms and find out if it's right for them. But it's a fantastic exhibition because you not only get the competitive exhibition, but also there's these almost like a gallery space. It's beautifully laid out. So some of our really well-known international quilters will have exhibitions of their quilts. They get them shipped over, and they hang in beautiful white wall galleries. So it's really worth putting on an itinerary if you come to the UK.
Yes, so make your plans now to go to the UK for a Festival of Quilts in August of 2024. And Liz, do you have a favorite SCHMETZ needle?
I do, but can I have two? Can I have one domestic and one long arm?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so my domestic go-to would be the quilting, which is the
9014,
because for our domestic customers that would be a very good choice. And for me, the ballpoint, so that I can do t-shirt quilts as well. That's the light ballpoint.
Yes, awesome.
Perfect.
Well, I want to say thank you for being here today. And I have to say, we had a delightful dinner last night. We had authentic Mexican food.
Really
did we eat any insects last night?
I think
we
I
might have.
I think I had some in the mole.
Yes, in the mole.
Mix.
Yes. It was a very unusual, spectacular meal.
It was. Here's a little gift from England. Werther's Originals. So that's
and you know what? These are a favorite. So
They are
don't
really
worry,
good.
these will not be wasted. I may not share them.
No, it's
And
just for you.
How do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, so we're pinholequilting.co.uk or handyquilter.co.uk. And pretty much every Friday around 3 p.m. our time, it's about 10 a.m. here, I do a Facebook Live. So tips and techniques on long arm quilting.
Okay, got it. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Rhonda.
I'll catch up with you again.
Take care. Bye now.
Okay, wow. How many of you with sewing, we have friends around the world, and I like to think SCHMETZ is part of that, stitching our beautiful world together. So let's come back here to the States, and hello, Amy.
Hello,
Amy
everyone.
Yes, and I love your necklace.
Oh, thank you.
So this is Amy Berrickman, and what's your company name?
AmyBerrickman.com,
Okay.
Amy Berrickman Studio on Instagram,
Okay,
and Facebook. So yeah, and I used to own Indigo Junction
Indigo.
Patterns.
Yes, we all know and love Indigo patterns. And I have the cutest dress that I made up with one of your patterns. Actually, a couple different things, but I have a favorite dress. So, well, what do you have new here today?
I'm on to something new, and I call it Treasured Threads.
Okay.
And this is a product like a cheater panel or convenience panel.
Okay.
And what I'm wearing is showcasing one of those panels. And
Let
there
me
you
point
go.
this
There
out.
you go.
Let me
Point it
point
out.
this out.
And this is what it looks like in a store. It is a panel that you can do all sorts of things with. You can make small projects. You can embellish denim. Here you can see too where this is what's on the back of my jean jacket, so I don't have to turn around. But the idea, I just put this on a bag. I had a bag that I didn't love the design on it, so I just covered it in this. But
because we sew, we can do that.
Yes, exactly. So refashion, recycle. And then the fun thing is the technique you can add stitching and following the piecing or the quilting or embroidery. And for machine, not only can you do it by hand, but we can also go by machine. And here you can see a machine stitched version that's part of and that's the Missouri Star panel.
Okay, Missouri Star. Oh,
Right.
very cute. I can see the stitches. This would be a great way to learn to sew project too.
Well, and the panels come with 3 different patterns with them: a crossbody bag, a zipper pouch, and an eyeglass case. So when you buy the panel, you're ready to sew those basic projects for practical gifts. And right now there are 5 different panels.
Okay.
And I brought a little sample.
Cute.
This is the roses and daisies, and that's the zipper pouch.
Okay.
You
And
see,
look, I want to just point out, look how Amy has embellished with a simple little button that really punctuates this cute little project. And is this hand sashiko? She's got hand sashiko right here.
These are great for slow stitching. You can add as much or as little embellishment as you like with embroidery.
And she's lined it too.
You can use, we love upcycling too. We've used like gingham shirts for the linings or denim.
You know, even though we have sewing machines, sometimes you just need a hand project for when you're traveling. Maybe you're on a plane or maybe somebody else is driving the car. So it's good to have projects like this handy.
Definitely. So this I brought too. This is a favorite since we're at Quilt Festival. This is the postage stamp that we're getting ready to make a eyeglass case with that.
Now this is a fast and easy way to do postage stamps.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
If I say it is a cheater, does that?
Yes.
Okay, it is a cheater, and that's okay. Sometimes that's okay. Very cute.
And there you can see we just added it to a little denim pocket for a little crossbody bag.
Cute. Can I show the back side of this too?
That one, sure.
Look at the
that
back
is some
side.
of the around the world art on the back.
So why should you just limit yourself to only one side of that little bag?
2 different outfits.
Two different attitudes.
That one, the back side was actually from my denim redesign book. And I needed a quick sample, so I flipped
Leave
it
it to
over, and
Amy.
there we
Yes,
go.
very creative.
So that was
Okay.
kind of fun. And then the fusible is what we use. This
Oh.
favorite fusible is the one-sided fusible batting that is for what I call patch applique. And that being where you're going to, I brought a little one to show you. If we still have time, this
Yep.
little piece, you can see where the batting is hand stitched through.
Okay, so
And
let me show the front, and then so you just flip it. Is that so it is a fusible? It's
right.
a fusible. So
That's
you're going to use the
favorite fusible.
Alyssa,
Yes.
the iron for that.
Right. And
perfect size when you're working with such a small unit.
Exactly. And so I'm demoing in the Aliso booth 323 here at the show. And we have it is the most wonderful iron for small projects, and just when you need to get a really refined edge press.
You have more control.
Yeah, totally. And in fact, this I brought just to show you. We have a free pattern we're giving away in the booth for this fun little.
Isn't that fun? A trio of flowers?
Yes.
Is it the
a modern
flowers?
flower? It's
okay.
an actual hot iron on transfer,
Cute,
so you can come.
Of course, it's
iron.
an iron on transfer.
Well, I've started working with Colonial Patterns who make the iron on transfers. They Aunt Martha's.
Oh, sure.
And so they're
right
the
up
ones.
your alley.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
okay,
it's
what
been
else
a lot
do you
of
have
fun.
there, Amy?
Well, this is the Around the World panel. This is a crossbody bag made with that, just to show people. This one has some wonderful artwork and ephemera on it, including like some stamps.
It's like a collage on the back.
Yes. So some of the patterns are collaged art, and then some of them are the patchwork, and some are quilt blocks. We've just had a blast.
Wow, what great samples. Amy is always a wealth of information. Now, how do people get in touch with you? What's your website?
It is amyberickman.com.
Okay.
And Amy Berickman Studio on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
And for the panels, we're going to have them here at the Quilt Festival, so booth 323. And you can also find those on colonialpatterns.com.
Okay, fantastic.
And ask your local quilt shop to order them.
You always want to support your local quilt shop, but sometimes that's not always possible. I know. I hope to see you on the floor, maybe at your booth.
Yes.
And definitely you can go to her website. So, and what about your necklace before a quick wrap up?
Thank you,
yes.
Ron. So Jan, who is actually coming to be in the booth with me at the show, talented artist, came up with this idea for the spool and just a little piece of the Treasured Threads fabric.
Okay, so it's a vintage wooden spool.
Yes.
And what did you use for the? I'm just curious.
It's just a wire choker cord. Something.
And Amy, what's your favorite SCHMETZ needle?
Oh,
do you have just one or?
Well, I have a few, but definitely the jeans.
Okay,
9014.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, thanks for being here today,
thanks,
and
Rhonda.
I'll see you downstairs on the show floor later.
Super. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, well, technology seems to be working. I can't tell if we've got how many are on YouTube or on our website, but it looks like we've got people on Facebook, so that is good. So our next guest is Candy, and I haven't seen you in quite some time, definitely since the pandemic, and I'm going to have you scooch a little bit closer, and you're going to look right up here at that little arrow. Okay. So Candy Norris and Quilt Palooza. Tell me about it.
Well, my company's name is Quilting Made Simple, but Quilt Palooza is an event, and that's what Quilting Made Simple does. We do retreats, we do events, and I teach classes. And so what I'm going to do is Quilt Palooza is a compilation of several people, Kay Fassett, Patrick Luce, I could go on. And so it's a 2-day event. It's going to be November the 17th and 18th. And people are invited to join us online. And it's $89 a person for 2 days. And not only that, you get everything you need to make the activities we'll be doing. And not necessarily that Kafe is going to be teaching one or somebody else. It's just we're putting all together the information and the jewels and the bits they give us and have designed some activities for them to do, and they'll have everything they need. They just need to add their own fabric.
It sounds like so much fun.
I'm
Now,
excited.
is this your first event, or have you done other quilt paloozas?
This is the first Quilt Palooza, and
Okay.
we're really hoping that next year we can bring it and do it in the days between. I know they have classes here, but we want it to be like an all-day event. So if you're not in class, you could come over on the green, and we're hoping to have. We just have some big plans. We'll either have it here or somewhere. So
you got to stay in tune. So you don't want to miss that next year, but you don't want to miss it in just a couple weeks either.
And I have a QR code.
Okay,
and I think if we hold it up there, they ought to be able to scan it, and it will take them to right where they can have it.
Okay, so Candy, what is your website address?
My website is quiltingmadesimple.com.
quiltingmadesimple.com, so you can go get more information about all of Candy's events, and specifically about the one that's just coming up in a couple weeks. Now, I have to ask you, you know what my question is?
I do.
Let me put this in my hand. What is your favorite SCHMETZ needle?
I'm a 9014 as well.
Okay.
I do a lot of bags and a lot of clothing, and I do a lot of embellishment, and I find it works very well. I mean, I use all kinds of SCHMETZ needles for what I do.
She uses universal, she uses top stitch, she uses jeans. So whatever the project demands, Candy's right there.
But thank you.
I'm so delighted to see you after all this time.
I know it. It's wonderful to see you too.
Oh, yes. We bring our quilt festival brings our friends together. In person, I might add. Okay, so who is next here? Oh my gosh. Hang on to your hats here. Oh, let me give you a nice big hug, Teresa. Teresa Coates and Hawk. And you know, if you've been with me before, you know my favorite fabric is cuddle fabric. In fact, what am I wearing here today?
You're wearing our embrace.
Yes. This is the Shannon Fabrics double gauze. I love it. You know, the weather right now, that's a little bit humid. It's cool. It's hot, and this fabric breeze. And it looks, and everyone's stopping me in the hallway. Fantastic.
Rightly so.
But this isn't about me. So Teresa and Hawk, tell me what's going on. Of course, you made your jacket.
I did.
And you just did a live yesterday, didn't you?
We did. So we've been doing for about 3 years now. We've been doing Sew Together Tuesday. And so we did that. We did a little live, a little recap of Quilt Market and all of the new kits that we came out with for Shannon Fabrics. And that was super fun, and got to, answer some questions and give a little preview, because we'll be here at Quilt Festival meeting up with people and talking to folks who are here.
You definitely want to meet up with Teresa and Hawk at the Shannon booth, Shannon Fabrics.
Well, we'll be over at Cindy's booth, which I think is like 101 or something. Cindy Serena Custom Creations.
Oh, Custom Creations.
Yeah, so we'll be at her booth a little bit, and then just wandering around. So I'm hoping people will come find us and say hi.
Oh yes. So Teresa, what is your favorite cuddle fabric?
Oh goodness. Well, this one right now is kind of my favorite, which is Lux Cuddle Savannah, right? Is that true? But honestly, I think that the Cuddle 3, the flat cuddles, which is what this is a
yes, Hawk is wearing a lined jacket.
I am. That is true.
And I love the Cuddle 3 because you can use it for so many different things. So it's great for all sorts of different projects, and I love it for quilt backings. So even for quilt coats, the backings for those is great too. It's just so soft and yummy.
And when you're sewing with cuddle fabrics, do you have a special needle that you use?
I have a one and only that I use. So I am a one kind of needle girl when it comes to sewing with cuddle fabrics, and that's the 9014 stretch needle.
The SCHMETZ Stretch 9014. And it's really amazing that such a little utility item can make a huge difference.
It really does.
Sewing.
It really does. So I will say, if you sew with knit fabrics at all, it's really important to use the right needle. And you know this. And with cuddle, it's super important. What it does is it creates better stitches. And so a lot of times if you're using a universal, you'll get skip stitches when you're using a universal versus the stretch needle. So stretch needle is definitely the one you want to use.
People are saying hi. Now, Hawk, what are you wearing here today?
I am wearing the Elemental Coat pattern by Teresa Coates.
Oh, imagine that.
I know.
Let's show that. Yes.
One of those.
Elemental Coat. Yes. Is this your first pattern, Teresa?
It is my first big pattern in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I designed patterns long time ago, and then I've come back to it, and this has been like kind of the rebirth of it all.
Well, I've been watching Teresa online, and you're on every Tuesday, but then I see your patterns too, and you've been wearing your jackets, and it's a delight to see your style and your design. So now, what do you have here? Oh, let's cuddle. Let's cuddle.
So we brought one of our kits today, so we wanted to show. This is one of our new releases. Let's see if we can.
Yeah. Let me get it up here.
Okay. So this is one of the new ones that we just came out with at market. It's called Home of the Brave, and it's a beautiful quilt that has a panel in the middle with the eagle and the American flag. And it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous.
Fantastic.
So this is one of our new releases that we were really excited about. So we wanted to show it.
We have 11 new kits that came out for the market season. And that was one of them. That print is a Hoffman print that we got to reproduce on Cuddle, and it's basically stitch and flip design.
Yep. Kind of quilts as you go.
You need to buy your own backing to go with that, and those will be out. I'm not going to say a date. Soon. They're going to be in the store soon. You can look at them on the website.
Fantastic. And I'll also just mention every month in my SCHMETZ Snippet giveaway, Shannon Fabrics is so generous. There's always a kit, and I'm always going, oh my, I love these fabrics. And it really is true.
It really is.
Okay, so now where do people find your fabrics?
So you can find the fabrics at quilt shops across America. You can see them online at shannonfabrics.com.
Fantastic.
And of course, you can find us on all of the social media of Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of that good stuff at Shannon Fabrics.
Okay, and one more thing. Now, you two work together, right?
We do.
Yes, tell me how you work together.
So we are the co-hosts, basically, for Sew Together Tuesday, which is a live sewing show that's live on YouTube and Facebook for Shannon Fabrics every Tuesday at noon Central and 10 Pacific.
Yep.
She's the talent. I'm the camera. I'm the camera operator.
And he is not a silent camera operator. You'll see his thumb, you'll get his voice, you'll get the comments and questions. So it's a great team effort that you guys do.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today and playing my game. And I will come down and hug you again later.
Thank you. We'll see you there.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Okay. We have one more guest here today. And I bet you know her. And this is my friend, Laura Coyle. But you know what? Everybody's my friend here. But okay, special friend. Wait a minute. Everybody's special. This is Laura Coyle. What more do I have to say?
We're all friends in the
We're
industry.
all friends.
Yeah.
We're all friends. So anyway, and Laura and I are roommates here at International Quilt Festival.
And we're still friends.
And we're still friends. And we will be even after Saturday. So Laura, tell me, what are you up to?
Well, I have a new book coming out, and it's going to be coming out November 26th, something like that. If you follow me, you would had an opportunity to do a pre-sale, so you'll be the first. But yeah, it's going to come out, so the shops are going to have it, and everything's going to have it by, think of the end of November. You know how shipping it always goes, right?
So Laura's site is so very easy on YouTube and also .com,
Right.
correct? Yeah, you can get her either place. And is this your first or your second book?
This is my third.
Oh, third book.
And I'll show you what it looks
Third.
like. It's
Yes,
a lot of
the
fun.
other two were bestsellers. You've had to reprint, right?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
So this one is a Quilt As You Go clamshell.
Yay, clamshells. Look at all these curved lines. Let me put it up close so people can see. All these curved lines can be, and clams can be kind of challenging, right?
Yeah, but it's all Quilt As You Go.
Yes, quilt as
So
you
you
go.
have that back fabric, the batting, and you put these on as you go along. And these are not raw edges. So
a very unique technique.
Yeah.
Why didn't I bring my quilt?
Oh, you should.
We talked about yours.
Yes.
Let's
Okay, so I have a
tell
story.
the story.
So when I was starting to write the book, I needed some sample quilts, and I just didn't have time to make them all. So I give her a call, and I said, can you make me a sample quilt for the book? And of course she says, oh yeah, okay, I'll do that. And she goes, when do you need it done? I said, 3 weeks. Oh, and you have to get your own fabric. And she did, and she got it done. So
I didn't meet your stringent deadline. with flying colors, with time to spare.
Yeah, so her quilt is in the book
Yes,
too.
my quilt is in the
It's
book.
the nice colorful one with polka dots.
You know what? I'll show it next time. I'm starting to travel with it. So when I do in-person events, I do show Laura's quilt. So
yeah, she just shows it so she can give me a hard time that I demanded things from her.
Oh, I am paying for it. So Laura, where do you live?
Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
Yes, yes, beautiful area. And I was able to visit Laura. We went up, that was in August, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we were there in August. I flew in Toronto, and I always like to say that I took a ferry from the little airport, the Toronto City Airport, to the mainland. You know, it's a 2-minute ride on the ferry, but it's still a thrill. It still thrills me. And Laura and her granddaughter met me there, and we walked to her son's apartment, and we spent a whole week together.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
It was lovely, but we worked too. It wasn't
yes.
all just fun and games.
So she said she was coming, so I had all these things booked for
events.
Her. Yeah. And I just drove her everywhere.
Yes, and we ate well. We ate very well. Why?
Because my husband cooks.
Her husband is a wonderful chef. In fact, you can find him on YouTube.
Yeah, Cooking with the Koyas.
And how do you
Say
spell
now?
How do you spell Koya?
Coia.
Coia. So you Laura Koya of So Very Easy, and then Cooking with the Koyas, both on YouTube. So you'll want. Now, Laura, you do a lot of sewing. We even I even hemmed up or pinned up some palazzo pants for what a challenge that was. Did you finish that project?
Yes, I did get it done. I get it done. That's the difference when you don't make your own stuff. Because I bought these pants, and the hems literally were just so bad. When she finally pinned them up, there was one area that was tiny, and another one was like huge, like this.
There was a swing of about 5 inches in some places.
So. And I'm not that crooked.
No, not at all. And Laura has a huge basement. Well, you've taken over the basement with your sewing studio. So it really is. She has her own studio in the basement, but it still gets light. It's not completely.
Yes. So I have a raised bungalow. So my windows are not basement windows. So I have all that nice light in there.
Machines. She's got her SCHMETZ needle display.
Yeah.
Now, what do you have a favorite SCHMETZ needle?
Okay, you have to use the right needle for the right project. But if I had to choose one, it's the nonstick needle.
The super nonstick universal. Yes.
I put that on my Q20, and all of my quilts are quilted with that.
Yeah, that needle has really taken our community by storm, whether you do garment construction, fashion sewing, or quilting, especially when you're working with fusibles or those stabilizers. It helps to resist all those adhesives from gumming up your needle.
Yeah, no gum needles, and that's what I like. I could just put it on, and it just sews and sews and sews and sews, and I love it.
Yay.
So I have it on both of my machines, but my Q20, that's pretty much all I use, unless I'm going to sew with a specialty fabric.
That's a Bernina Q20.
Yeah, it's a Bernina
Q20.
Sit down. Quilting machine. So
okay, so this is Laura Koya, Coia, and So Very Easy, and she's got her new book that will soon be released later this month. Today's November 1st.
That's right too.
Yes. So look for that at your local quilt shop or sewing store or machine dealer, and you can find her online at So Very Easy. So, Laura.
Okay.
Thanks for being
You have a question here. Need to learn more about the nonstick needle.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to leave that to you, and I'm going to go off.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
I'll meet you for dinner.
Okay.
The super nonstick needle, comes in 4 sizes, 70, 80, 90, and 100. The first thing you're going to notice about that needle is the color. It's kind of a gunmetal color or charcoal gray, and that is an anti-adhesive coating, so the nonstick. And the super nonstick also has a reinforced blade. So when the stitch passes through your fabric and your throat plate, there's less needle deflection, less movement of the needle when the stitch is created. The super nonstick universal needle also has an enlarged eye, so there's less stress on your thread as it's passing through the eye of the needle. So these needles, the super nonstick, you're not going to find it at the big box store. You're going to go to your local sewing machine dealer, and some of your quilt shops will have it too. So if you like to do machine applique, machine embroidery, or maybe I'm here at International Quilt Festival, maybe many of you like to make landscape or collage quilts where you're working with those sticky stabilizers or fusibles or spray adhesives. That super nonstick is a great needle to use. So, wow, we have had some really super special guests here today. And I want to thank each and every one of them. And I also just want to go through the companies that have provided products for us here today for our giveaway. Certainly Shannon Fabrics. You know I'm a huge Shannon Fabrics. And what needle are you going to use with those cuddle fabrics? Yes, SCHMETZ stretch size 9014. It's going to make a huge difference. Mary Malari has provided an apron pattern. We've got Quilt Tony, who provided a mermaid pattern. Isn't that fun? Taylor Seville with some of their products. Aurifil provided thread. Clover has some notions. Clover USA. So very easy. The copies 1 and 2 of Laura Koya's books. Timeless Treasures has some beautiful collection of fabrics, Threads Magazine, and Quilting Daily. So let's see who the winner is here today. Oh boy. Oh gosh, I have a new addition. Laura and Hawk have provided Teresa's elemental coat. So I'll be sure to add this to the giveaway when I get back into the office on Monday. So let me see who the winner is. This is a totally random winner. Paul in the Chicago office went through and randomly selected a winner. And the winner is Babette Bala Watterson from Louisiana. So congratulations, Babette. You've got some awesome SCHMETZ needles with all these beautiful fabrics and giveaways. So what you need to do, Babette, is to send an email to info@schmetzneedles.com. Oh, and I see Babette's right there. Okay, so Babette, send an email to info@schmetzneedles.com. On the subject line, put SCHMETZ Snippet winner. And when I get to the office, I'll be looking for your shipping address. And wow, I'll be so excited to send those goodies to you. So, wow, this has been a really super fast hour. I want to say thanks to each of you for being here today. Again, keep your eyes open. You want that SCHMETZ needle newsletter when it comes out in about the next week or 10 days or so to learn about our SCHMETZ holiday gift. So that'll be in the newsletter only. It won't be on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. You have to sign up for the newsletter. How do you get the newsletter? Go to schmetzneedles.com, all one word, in about 20 seconds. You know, one of those irritating pop-ups will flip up on the page that says sign up for the newsletter. So I encourage you to do so. Listen, I love each and every one of you, and I want to thank you personally for using SCHMETZ needles and for being here today. So I hope I'll see some of you on the show floor. If you do, tell me what your favorite needle is, and I'll see you next month, the first Wednesday of, oh my gosh, December. Lots of sewing to do before then. Okay, everybody, thanks so much. So SCHMETZ.